Hi, this is JD Solomon from Communicating with Finesse. Big decisions require clear, concise communication, and that's especially true for technical professionals trying to communicate to senior management and boards of directors. The problem is that most of us aren't trained to communicate at that level. And so I want to unpack maybe a few of the reasons why, but get into three solutions today that'll help you have more confidence, help your message become clear, and ultimately help your career grow. So, why are we in the state that we're in? First, what I see out there is that we don't have enough mentors. That's especially true again for technical professionals because we're good with numbers, we're good with the hard skills, and we just don't have enough people to train us as we come along, or even when we get ready for the big stages as senior professionals, to have a mentor. The second problem that's really common out there uh, is that organizations tend to use one size fits all. So whether it's a report, whether it's a presentation, whether it's just a communication program, we tend to treat all situations the same, whether they're operational decisions or high stakes decisions. And that's just not a way to be effective. And the third thing, either because we either forget or because we just simply don't make the time, is that we don't bring in that outside view to kind of look at what we've got, to find our biases, to find our oversights, find those blind spots, and to kind of help us correct those. And so that's really where the three solutions come in at. The first solution is the finesse checklist, which we use to start off all our presentations, and we use it as a tool at the end. What it does is take the seven causal factors that make up the finesse fishbone diagram and break them down into the 3 to 5 most important items that can use to guide us to make sure, as a check, that the presentation is will be effective for these big decisions that are rich with complexity and uncertainty. The second solution that we've got is the accessibility checklist, and that's a little bit different. It really targets the senior management, the boards of directors that have seeing and visual disabilities or impairments. So, what we found out there is there's between 10 and 25% of all of those senior management teams that have some condition. And the clearer we make that for them, the more the presentation is more understandable to all. And so this checklist really goes through, again, 8 topics that we should be checking for accessibility. And we break those down into 3 or 5 items under each one to make sure again, the communication is understandable to all. The third thing, of course, and I alluded to it earlier, to solve that problem is third party reviews. And so we have a standard approach, a proven approach, whereby we can come in and look at your presentation and say, are you missing something according to finesse? Are you missing something for accessibility? Are you missing something for content or context that we understand with you? We can do those pretty quickly. We like a couple weeks notice to be able to do that, but it proves time and time again to be invaluable for the amount of time and resources you have to spend to get it done. So those are our three solutions: the finesse checklist, the accessibility checklist, and then third, the third party reviews. So I end with this: big decisions with complexity and uncertainty, they require a different approach. They require a formal approach. Finesse is one of those approaches. There's not many out there, and we love finesse, obviously. The key point, though, is find an approach that you like, that fits you, and use it. But just don't go in with trial and error. Find an approach, find the proper tools, and overcome those barriers that we all know that are out there. Thank you.